Hello, my name is Jeff McDonald, and welcome to Jeff's Woodwork Studio. If this is your first time here, welcome. Um, if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, I've been working on cutting pieces of resin from these resins here and making segments and small pieces, and I'm going to include them into this bowl. So it's going to be a segmented bowl of cherry and maple and walnut is the woods, and then these resins. So it's going to be an interesting bowl. But first, I kind of wanted to take you through the process. I've actually already cut all the pieces, as you can maybe see over here. This blue here, these are all the resin pieces, and I've got enough in there for two bowls, so that's 72 pieces. So that's in 10 rings. So I got a lot of work I've been doing. It took 2 days to do those. But now what I want to do is show you how and I've done this before, but briefly, but this is how I make the segments. And if you're new to this and want to learn how to make segmented bowls, it all really starts here. Without this sled, I don't know how well you'd be able to make it, because this is invaluable to use. So you set it at the different degrees. I currently am using 36 segments, this is a 10 degree, 5 degree on each side. And you just put it in here and adjust each side. And I've got them for different sizes, 16, 24. And I got them also for making open segmented bowls. But and then you set this for the degree, and this really takes a lot of the guesswork out of this. Then you mark one side, and there's a reason for that. Of each piece, you want to mark each side, because you'll learn later why you want to do that. And then this is a stop. I put a stop on here. I have a cut sheet. The cut sheet here, I got this. I don't know if you can even see that because it's so small print, but it's just telling me how wide the board should be, how wide the segments are, 0.471, 0.623, 0.700. Each segment, they get bigger as you get out, right, as you go up on a bowl. This one happens to be a ½ inch. These are all ½ inch thick. These are actually a little less than ½ inch thick. And it tells you how many you need of each one. In this cut sheet, what I did is I purchased this from Woodturner Pro. You can go on Woodturner Pro, and part of Woodturner Pro is one of the programs called Segmented Pro. They have different things, and they have different prices. I think I paid a little less than $100, but that was one-time fee, and then I have the program. And it ain't cheap, but once you have it and you want to do these, it's kind of invaluable to have. And so there's other ways to do it, but it's a lot harder, right? So that's the cut sheet. So then what I do is, once I've figured out each one, and I put the measurements on a stick, little stick right here, and I put it up there and I mark it and adjust the stop. Then I start cutting, and it's real simple. But there's a process, though, even though it's a simple process. The next one block I got to put here, and back and forth, right? And you cut all the pieces, right? Then you lightly sand the pieces because they'll have ridges on it, mainly because I'm doing it on a bandsaw. I have a small shop. I don't have room for a table saw. My table saw is outside. I keep it covered up. But anyway, that's another story. I'm in Florida. It's hot out. Then you lightly sand everything. This stuff takes time. I just sit and, when I'm cutting, I mute the TV. And when I'm sanding, I unmute the TV and watch it while I sand. And that's how I do it on the bandsaw. Okay, the next step in this process is gluing the rings up. Since I cut it up pieces for 2 bowls, that's going to be 20 rings. Here's the pattern I'm using right here. I hope you can see that. Hope it's not too blurry. The red in the middle is not going to be red. It's going to be segmented. I just used that color. But I'm going to have, I'm sorry, not segment. It's going to be a resin pieces that I have, like I spoke of earlier, of the green and the purple. All right, so the first step in getting these ready is to line them up. I line up 18, 2 rows of 18. What I do is I put one line going that way, this the opposite, and back and forth that way. The next one will be lined up with the lines, and it'll make sense in a little bit why I do it this way. 4, 5, whoop. Sizes. Okay, I take a rubber band, block of wood. I used to use these steel pipes around it and hold the rubber band on the bottom, but you know what this does, it kind of holds all those segments down, so that while I put this on, I don't end up with 32 pickup. Because I've actually been trying to put rubber bands on these before and it not go well. Okay, so then I kind of wipe off the glue with the wet towel there. And I got to go around and just kind of make sure everybody's lined up like they're supposed to be. It takes a little bit of moving around. Now the first ones I put on are a little kind of stuck together, so I got to kind of make them move, but that's okay. Now some of these thicknesses were different, but that's okay. When I get on the drum sander, that'll be all right. Okay, so that's 1 down, 19 to go. Okay. All right, so that's how I do my process for making the actual rings. Now that was a simple ring because it's all one wood, but it can get kind of challenging when you have 3 or 4 woods and they all got to be put in a specific place. So, all right, first thing I got to do is to glue the base of the bowl, which is going to be this piece of resin, to this waste block. So that's what we're going to do now. The 2-part resin. Equal parts, So I just put a little dab resin, a little dab of hardener, equal the best I can. It's not always easy. One's thicker than the other one. That looks pretty good. All right, so I just got to mix that up. I like to cut the end off of the sticks. It's got this rounded part. I cut the end off so I have a flat part. So okay. Just got done making 3 of these waste blocks. I was out of them, so got to have them, especially with this kind of work with resin. I mean, I could put it on there and cut a tenon on the waste on this block, but I don't want to waste any of this base. I'm going to keep all of this base. Okay, we're about there. All right. Now this makes a very nice glue press because no matter what you do, it's going to be equal all the way around. I got oozing out everywhere, so that's good. All right. So, of course, the block is going to be, this maple piece is going to be turned away. All right. So while that's gluing up, I'm going to go over here to the drum sander and run all my pieces to the drum sander. All right, so this is the very first one. Since it's going on resin, I used sandpaper and roughed up the resin, and now I'm mixing up a 2-part epoxy to attach it to the resin. After this, I can just use regular Titebond glue. Titebond 3 is what I normally use. All right, so we've got it all glued up. Now it's time to get it turned. Now you'll notice that I have to use, in this portion, I've got to use carbide tools here and here. So I'm going to be swapping back and forth between carbide and the traditional bull gouge. So let's get started. Okay, let me see what I can do with this. I'm getting there. It's some parts I'm not crazy about, but we'll see how we do. watch this horizon here, you'll see that's what I'm watching. If I just watch here, I'm not really able to tell what I'm doing to the bowl. So I got to watch up here to get the actual shape. Let me take a look at this because I'm not even sure what kind of shape I want yet. It's not too bad. Need to clean it up a little bit, but right in there, that's not too bad. And that has to come down some more. We've got something going on here. You just when you're doing this, you just got to wait till you get there to see how you want to do it, right? Okay, that's pretty good. Other than a little bit of sanding, which we'll do later, it doesn't need much of that, really. Sand and a polish. So what I'm going to do now is move the camera to the front angle. All right, we'll get back at the front. I'm going to try to keep my head out of the way. I do have to kind of look around the corner. I can watch this, but I also kind of get started by looking at where my tool starts. But we'll figure it out. I think we'll have fun doing it. Well, got a little close, didn't I? Well, oh, got a little closer. There we go. At this point, I got to keep stopping and checking. Yeah, let's see where we're at. Quarter-inch, 3/4 inch, quarter-inch. Okay, we're okay. Now I think I need to scrape. The thinner I can get it, the better the green will glow, if you know what I mean, on the inside when the bowl's finished. Okay, guys, I think we're there. We're at a point where all I got to do is start sanding. I do have to work on this bottom a little bit more. Hang on a minute. Almost forgot. I got to work on the bottom a little bit more. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right. Okay, all I got to do is the sanding. Then we'll flip the bowl over and do the bottom. All right, now it's time to do some polishing. First, I'm going to put this axe abrasive on all over the bowl. And then I'm going to all over everything. This is what really brings out the shine in that resin as well. I just ordered some more of this axe polish. It's abrasion, and then that light's glaring pretty bad, isn't it? This is, I can go see it better now. There's the axe sanding abrasion, and this is the wax I'm going to put on in a minute. And when I got the last order in, he sent me this nice little ball cap. Look at that. So yeah, it's like a velvety kind of feel. I kind of like it. Could be wearing it. There we go. I'll wear it now. All right. Let me get another towel and work this stuff in and see how we are now. The other bowl I'm going to put together, just like this one, it's a purple. And that purple resin, purple and white, I think it is. See, it's going to be that color. That's the next bowl. I don't know if I'm going to record that one because it's exactly the same kind of bowl, so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Yeah, I might. What the heck? Got to make it anyway. If people want to watch it, I might as well do that. Could turn out a little different, although it is the same shape. All right, I think that is nice. Very nice. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to wax it. What I'm going to do is off camera is go ahead and remove it from the waste block and get things turned around, and then I'll bring it back when I do the, shape the bottom and put the medallion in. So, okay. All right, I got things spun around. I've got this hook from the inside because this bowl is inward turned, and keep this up really close here. If it was to slip off, it's going to bump the tool rest first, then I can shut everything down. I've had that happen before, so we'll see how it does. See, I'm pushing in the whole time. It should be safe. Looks good. I maybe went a little too deep, but that's okay. That'll work. I could do ribbons. Ooh, cool looking ribbons. I'm gonna do a little bit more with the gouge. I mean, with this carbide gouge tool. All right, the only thing left now is to do a little sanding and polishing. Put the coin, the medallion in, and then I'll be back for final. All right, the bowl is finished, and here it is. Need a light, better light on this. All right, there you go. Like a little flying saucer bowl, huh? The little windows in it. I don't know, I'm being silly. Yeah, turned out pretty good. Nice little bread bowl, dish, fruit bowl, But anyway, there's that. All done. I just want to thank everyone that stuck it out, watched to the end, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. And more to come. I got lots of bowls in my head. that's got to come out and be made. So God bless, and until next time, have a good day.